Alright, so, Minesweeper. We've got numbers that show us how many mines are adjacent. We can click on those numbers to see which cells are adjacent if we want. And the number of mines remaining is shown in the top right. I've already done like the first super easy tutorial levels. Wait, what? What happened to the sound effects? Why did this... Oh, it can go both ways. Okay, that's how it... Okay. Okay. Countdown mode. Isn't it glorious? Well, I can't even, like, it, is looking to accept permanent solutions, it looks like. Because I can't, fix those if I've marked those incorrectly. It would seem, but... They actually had kind of, a lot of, like, tutorial-type levels. Like, you can see, like, these first... I don't know, 5 are basic. Well, this was almost a level. The first 4 were completely straightforward, but so, like I said, I don't know how difficult this will end up being, but it's got countdown mode, so that's what's most important in life. This is the existence of countdown mode. And they're instant. Yeah, so far, that's what they've got going on. Mildly disorienting. Getting a little bit more so. Okay, so oh no, this is still free. I was like, do I have to apply basic Minesweeper logic? Because we know one of those two is, so these two are both safe. But we've already got this anyway. Nope, that one touches over there. Okay. Looks like we would have had to apply this because we still have to deal with that now. So we got one of those two. Don't like the numbers sliding. This one's already covered, right? Oh yeah, I mean, we got a 2-1 situation here. Good old 2-1 situation here. Sound-based puzzles for this? Probably not. Was this supposed to say FTL? We got like a TL. The first one looks more like an O, though. 6. Tamitsu had a decent number of weird shapes, so we're not. This isn't completely new to us or anything. Oh, we still got. I could click these off, even though we know it's just here. But you know, I could use the fancy mine remaining count. That's a good Eltrius. Yeah, there's a lot of different ways that 3D Minesweeper could work. Okay, here's the tutorial level of where things get actually a bit fancier here. Let's see, we've got buttons now. I have some idea how this will work because I've seen the trailer for the game. Oh, right, that's a countdown. I was like, why is there 1 and 1 mines? No, there were 11 mines. Okay, fair enough. So we've got an adjustable play space here. Dynamic? That's probably a good word. Got a dynamic play space. Hey, Rose. Salutations, Anvar. Ah. Some of the numbers changed when we shifted them. It did it appropriately. Oh, you are, man. Okay, so we've got ourselves some line numbers. Oh, right. That's a 0 and a line. I'm like, I almost just clicked that one. Yeah, I'm guessing this game won't quite stretch the difficulty of what it can really pull off here. But, okay, so no one of these two is, so this one's gonna be safe. Compared to, of course, something like Tamitsi. But it's got countdown mode, so it's okay. So that's gonna be one, that's gonna be safe. Yeah, that was pretty much my guess, Armand, that it would be between original Hexels and Hexels Plus in difficulty. Oh, you just have a full count here, don't you, Friendo? Yeah, pretty much. And this is another game where we've got the old choice between the chill ambient original music or playlist. We'll leave it as is for right now. They bring in the like shifting mechanic once, and then they're like, maybe we'll do that again someday. Not right now, though. Paterna. I don't know if I'm familiar with Paterna. Okay, so that doesn't like go around the corner or anything. Okay. This is like a good introduction to much of the Tamitsi logic. Hey, Raven. The hardest puzzle game I've played. Does that include ones that I don't like? The hardest puzzle game I played but liked was Snakebird. Steven Sausage Roll is supposed to be harder, but it was such a like tedious mess to just play the game at all that I hated it, and oh, this goes past. That's what I'm missing. Okay. Like, Steven Sausage Roll was actively unfun to play for me. Oh, is Baba harder than Snakebird? Probably. Jesus. Yeah, no, I think Baba is You is harder than Snakebird. It's also better. Yeah, we didn't go into the hardest stuff in Recursed. We did like 2 streams of it. I liked it okay. I mean, if I played 2 streams of it rather than like half a stream of it, that's a pretty good indication I like the game decently. But or that it was a narrative game I felt like I had to finish. Talking about you, Lisa. But yeah, so I don't know quite how hard Recursed got. Yeah, the ones that like you don't haven't played through as deeply are a lot harder to judge, right? Like what I played of Recursed was certainly easier than all of Snakebird, but I wouldn't be too surprised if some of the hardest levels of Recursed were as hard as the hardest Snakebird stuff. I probably would be surprised if they were as hard as the hardest Baba stuff, but we are probably still gonna play some more Baba at some point, but good God. It is rough. And then, yeah, like Space Kim is also like, it's almost a separate category. Like it's, I don't know. I mean, they're all. It's obviously hard to directly compare the difficulty of any of them, really, but because things work so differently. But I mean, Space Kim has got to be right up there with its hardest levels. Hey, Fuxi. So you're saying there's some recursed levels that you stared at for 2 hours, couldn't solve, came back, stared for another hour, couldn't solve, came back, stared for another hour, and then maybe finally solved? Because that's what I'm thinking of with some of the hardest Baba games for sure. Or Baba levels, rather. What am I missing here? I mean, we know there's only one in these 6 up here. Greetings, Sedemia. That sounds about right, Speed Frog. I mean, I think there was one level that we went back to, like, no less than 7 times. But I did finally solve that small level with the river going down the middle. Tiny Isle's up there too. Oh God, Tiny Isle. I don't even remember the name of the one, but it was a very small, like, zoomed in level. You've got skulls in the top left, you've got a river going down the middle. Evaporating river, that might be, yeah. But Tiny Isle was also frickin' brutal. Wait, oh, I can't count. That's why. I looked at this 3 or 4 times, and I thought there was 1, and there was like 4 remaining tiles, so we weren't sure. I was like, how does it expect me to know this point? I don't think I control the tones that it makes. I'm just thinking, like, this sounds like I could play melody. I think there's, it gives me 4 notes. Yeah, there you go. Those 3 would be the start. No, I need dun dun. We need a 3/4 now, but. But yeah, of games I would actually recommend their harder levels, Baba's You and Snakebird. Whereas I don't necessarily recommend Steven Sausage Roll at all, and I don't necessarily recommend Space Kim's hardest levels. I mean, so for Space Kim, like, the designer didn't even complete the hardest levels in it. Like, Zach just mathematically proved they were possible. It's like, yep, good enough. I'm out of here. These levels are stupid. Like, that's not really the best sign in practice. All right. Trixie. Ain't quite. Yeah, that's right, Walrus. Okay, so there's one in all of the... Oh, geez, this one too, even in the corner. So when we move it, we're removing this and adding this, right? Okay, so there's only one being considered here. I, like, kind of could just assume that and go fast through it, but, like, because, I mean, this is the first time they're introducing this, so it's not going to be, like, crazy madness here. But, like, there's definitely ways they could be using this mechanic, to be a lot crazier down the road. Right now, we're only seeing exactly one new tile at a time, yeah? I don't know yet, Raven. Maybe we'll never find out. That's why I'm playing it, Walrus, is that, someone recommended it to Sneaky Teak, and it's like, oh, well, it's got a countdown mode. Okay, so yeah, here's what I'm talking about, right? Like, We know there's one of those three, and we know there's one of those three, but that could be both of these, or it could just be these two up here, or one of these two, rather. This, I think both of these have to, or all three of these even have to be clear, though. Because if that's the same, that's just adding... So, because we can go over here and it's still 1, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, so now that one's safe as well. As far as mistakes and other ones, like hex cells just as a counter in the top right that counts your errors. And, well, you think I can figure out these from here? You're probably right. And Timothy, just the first error removes your ability to get a perfect, and that's it. Hey, Curiously. We can indeed, which is what it wants us to do, because we can't do our other thing. That's still touching, wait, isn't that touching this one too? I don't know why that one's not highlighting, but... Is the highlighting a little busted, perhaps? Yeah, the highlighting is currently a little busted. Wait, what? What is wrong with these tiles? Hello? Oh, they're already marked red. Okay, that's just way too close to the orange. Greetings, J-Leave. Yeah, that is a coloring mistake. Yeah, Hexseed definitely prioritized quantity over quality. And greetings, Math Sir. It's like... It sure isn't that. There are not that I know of, Slag, no. Pretty minimalistic settings like hex cells. Although hex cells did add a dark mode later in its lifespan. So if the only thing preventing you from playing hex cells when we streamed it was that it didn't have a dark mode, that is different now. Oh, we can still touch this tile now, with this 0. That's what I'm missing, okay. No countdown in hex cells, that is correct. And that's why you play hex cells before you play Tamitsi. I mean, I was still willing to give Hexseed a try without countdown mode if it was good enough otherwise, but I mean, it is free, to be clear. But oh, we're folding. Now we're getting playful here. So only one of those. That doesn't say a lot about this, I don't think. Yeah, I mean, if they made Tamitsi 2 with half the levels for $10, I would buy it. Like, okay. That's not helpful that only one of those is. Alright. Well, we've got a straightforward 0 chilling over here, so this is what they want us to start with. I was looking for the fancier possibilities here. Unsurprisingly, they don't require us to get that fancy necessarily to start with the new mechanic. Yeah, well, like, it also depends, like, how much are you counting? Like, well, I underpaid for Tamitsi 1, so I am fine overpaying for Tamitsi 2. Okay, we are still doing something with this. I was like, wait, are we even doing anything with this? We sure are. Okay. So far, they're not getting too fancy with what we need to do with this, but this is the first time they've gotten this stacking shenanigans going at all, so still got plenty of room for growth on that front. Yeah, I probably wouldn't pay $60. That's fair. I mean, it's also like feels especially weird. I mean, because I obviously get a lot of dev keys from for various games as well. So like, I have like a huge variety of games that I end up not paying for, because I mean a lot of them I only play for like 2 hours, right? I wouldn't have bought them anyway, but they're fun to show off on stream or whatever. But that definitely kind of warps my perspective on buying games a little bit too. I mean, yeah, arguably, like, that wouldn't even necessarily be a unreasonable price, given that, like, Tamitsi 1 had about 100 hours of content, but... Okay, so these aren't, Oh, maybe they are arrows, they just... Okay, no, they're not arrows. They're just being silly with their diagonals. Ahoy, virals! Yeah, I don't know how many levels Hexseed has. Like, they've only released like the first DLC for it, right? But Hexseed was actively against a countdown mode. Well, I should say probably against a countdown mode. They did say they would consider it at least, but... Oh, I think the dots on the left side are maybe supposed to be a difficulty rating or something. Because this one went back down to 2 after the previous one was 3. I mean, shapes are extra mechanics. And, like, the lack of diagonals is actually a mechanic because they use it so, like, specifically. Oh, hi, Cathonic. Although, like, Tamitsi's also interesting in that, like, if it didn't have a countdown mode, I probably would have stopped playing after, like, 40 hours, which still would have been pretty good, but... But instead, I'm like halfway through a second playthrough of Tamitsi, so, you know. Hey, Brisbane. This is, well, I don't know if you've seen Tamitsi or the harder Hexcells levels, but thus far this is fairly much on the easy side because we have experience with the hardest Minesweeper game, so... And usually it's not the variants that are the hardest thing in Sudoku Artman, it's just how they're used. Like, just base Sudoku can be super hard, variant Sudoku can be crazy hard, but variant Sudoku could also be very easy. Like, it's just how the puzzles are designed. And, like, there's no like direct analog here, but the thing I dislike most about Sudoku is just when I'm doing the trivial stuff. Like, I'm just looking around and scanning to find an easy thing that anyone that just understands the most basic rules of Sudoku can find, or I'm cleaning up the stuff at the end of the game. Like, that's completely uninteresting and unsatisfying for me. So if I could have less of that in Sudoku, I would like it better. But, and like, mostly I hadn't liked Sudoku much, in general, until I discovered, some of the, good variant levels that, just have some really clever things with the handcrafted levels that kind of make you think in interesting ways and do some cool stuff, and then you have some really cool moments of discovery. It's like, oh wow, that's how that's gonna work, and yeah, like, there's some really cool levels out there. Yeah, Artman, like, that's not necessarily hard, though. Like, I've done how many Sudoku levels with no numbers given, or like 2 numbers given, or like, yeah, at this point on stream. And, like, they are easy ones, but like, compared to actual hard Sudoku, they are easy. Because I don't want to do actual hard Sudoku. It's... I either can't or it's miserable. It's gonna fall in one of those 2 categories. Oh, no. You're not just talking about given numbers for the puzzle, you're talking about physical numbers written anywhere on the screen. So no sandwich numbers, no killer cage numbers, no cell numbers. But did it have any magic squares? If it had any magic squares, then you effectively have a 5 written in at least. Hey, Squirrelian. The cages have the same total number. Okay, that does sound like what they would have done on the old crack in the cryptic. We can still click through those reasonable speed with controller. Okay, so we've got 3 left. So these have to be spread out. So if we have one here, yeah. He's okay, Armor. It's got countdown mode, so it can't be that bad. Yeah, it's just, it's only applying to diagonals. It's not actually diagonal arrows. It's just, applies to the, 4 squares around it. The up to 4 squares around it, I should say. So, in this case, this one, is only applying to those, 2 squares there. Paterna does have a countdown mode. Have I really not been told about this Paterna, or did I look at it and find some reason that it was objectionable? Oop, I was about to click here, but this is not referring to this square. This is maybe their kind of substitute for question mark spaces. Yes, the arrows are a full line, but they don't wrap on any of the 3D geometry at all. Salutations, integer figure. There's some levels that are definitely a bit more different. A lot of these are just visually harder to parse, but effectively very similar. But we can parse them relatively fast because of our Temitsi experience. Ah, there we go. That's what we're missing. So that's actually 100% of the reason I bought this game, Integer, because countdown mode is the greatest thing of all time once you get used to it. It's definitely more confusing when you're not used to it. But once you do get used to it, it makes being able to parse and solve puzzles quickly so much easier. It was my favorite feature of Temitsi, is that it had a countdown mode. I would have never finished all the puzzles in Temitsi if it didn't. Because what it means is that you spend a lot less time just missing basic stuff. Instead, you get to actually focus on solving the interesting stuff. Because you're not just like hunting around, oh, there's the spot that I missed, that already had all the mines next to it or something. So you're not like just spending minutes effectively trying to find a 0 on the board. And instead, you start learning cool little patterns, like the old 2-1 situations and things like that. Indeed, it does, Kiri, yeah. We certainly made plenty of errors when trying out Hex Seed. because of being used to countdown mode. Let's see, we got that. But I would say, like, I mean, it's gonna vary between people, I'm sure, but it didn't really take me that long to get used to overall. Nice, just a little chill bit of solvent, huh? Oh, that's... Oh, no, but this 2 has the backwards diagonal here. So far, I have not missed any backwards diagonals. It's... trying to think if it's probably harder to miss them on this setup, this visual parsing. Missing the easy thing. So there's only one left, so it has to be here. There's also some fancier mechanics that I'm gonna just be intentionally vague because I assume they're gonna come back in a level or two here. We do have the arrows, which are nothing too special, but there's something. Apparently these are independent. Right, yeah, we got that. Okay, so remove those two from the 1 line and the 3 overlap. So we know we've already got one here, so these are all free. This is just really similar to the tone used on the Undertale piano puzzle. So I keep hearing these blips as memory. I don't think that one was 3 stars, but yeah, here we go. Okay, so there's at least 2 here. There's exactly 2 there. Oh, we're going the other way, too. I don't like that way as much. There's 6 cells around that. Yeah, the way these levels are designed, they actually need the countdown mode, basically. It would be pretty actively more confusing without it. But, doubly so for me personally, so... So only one of these are, so that means this is. And that is true, Squirrel. I think it would end up being more confusing, even for people used to the other way. But that's hard to say for sure. But, I mean, it, like I said, it definitely got one direct sale because of the countdown mode specifically. Basically, I saw the countdown mode in the trailer, and then I saw them hit a button and the shapes move together. I'm like, alright, I'm buying it. Good enough. Good enough for me. The same as anything else, really. Like, it's just, they point to up to 4 tiles, and whatever tiles they are pointing to are the ones that it's gonna count the number on. Nice spirals. Instant convert to the way. And see, this is not a 0 referring to this tile, so we can't click that off yet. But yeah, so like there's an arrow one that's referring to this tile now. Yeah, that's a reasonable way to think of it. The justification for countdown is even more compelling. Sure. Yeah, I mean, you could do it this way too if you want. Like I said, I think the main reason they're using these is in lieu of question mark blocks. Like, this is a way to and, you know, just to have something that theoretically feels different, but... But that is a way to limit information. Okay, this is in fact labeled as a 2-star. I was like, huh? Get a decent amount of semi-speed solving in here. These are all referring to just these two now. Okay. I assume they don't expect us to count to 6. Oh, that's... Hey, Sabito. Thanks, as always, for the continued lanky support. Yeah, good call, Mike, man. I said I was more proficient at finding the weird angle stuff than this game probably expects, but that doesn't mean I'm perfect at it by any means. Oh, I almost missed the whole edge, like more than just a backward diagonal, the whole edge. Almost got that same thing going there. Those angled diagonals. A 2 radius like at a Hexels, it's not the end of the world, but... can be a bit awkward. Oh, instinct was to clear that. Can't clear that. Okay. Smooth sailing to start. Good old 2-1 situations. Apparently there were some other ways to solve that, given that we've got like these arrow ones and stuff where the arrow doesn't do anything. Oh, we played 100 hours of Picross on stream, Artman, yeah. Yes, Integer. That's one big appeal of playing any of these handcrafted Minesweeper games, is guessing is never required. I haven't, well, I've tried a couple Picross variants, and they are worse than vanilla Picross, so that's, like, there's a reason for them to be less popular. Like, Depiction, it had some potential, like, like, I feel like in the entire time we played Depiction, we were able to use its new mechanics for, like, one really interesting solve, but it was unnecessary, and the game didn't expect you to use its mechanics in interesting ways at all. I didn't really like Square Cells very much either. It was fine, but pretty shrug worthy for me. And how hard these puzzles or not are is definitely somewhat dependent on your experience with, like, actual hard puzzle games, right? Like, if you're just coming into this from Minesweeper and not much else, like, these could definitely be reasonably challenging. But if you've done 1.5 playthroughs of Temitsi, they are like a comfortable victory lap kind of thing. There's still just enough going on that like they're still fairly satisfying to go through because of countdown mode. But like if we didn't already have so much pattern recognition built up from Tamitsi, these levels would probably be taking me twice as long each. So it's just going to make me switch back and forth a lot as its gimmick, but it's pretty easy. I almost started clicking that assuming it was going to stay 0, which it did, but it didn't have to stay 0 there. Greetings, Kagasmaj. Probably the most confusing thing if you're just coming from like Minesweeper is that the numbers are all counting down. So they show how many mines are remaining. We've also got a counter in the top right showing how many mines total are left on the level. The arrows show how many mines are in a straight line from that cell, not going around diagonal like 3D corners or anything. And then we can change the shape and size of our puzzles, including in this brand new way we're about to do here, I assume, given the fact we've got like these concentric squares on the side at a very small tutorial type level. Total counter has been essential at least twice so far, I would say. Okay, we're rotating. Yep, sure. I guess if I thought about it, I probably could have guessed the rotate. Tamitsi had a good amount of flexibility there, I think. Like, I think there are a lot of levels that you could have used it or didn't have to. There were several that, like, oh, okay, to fill in these last few hexes, you've got to use the total count for sure as well. Okay, here we go. Now we're getting a little more tricksy here. That did rotate the way I think it did, right? So those are both clean then. Okay. That told me something, but I wasn't paying close enough attention to catch what it told me, but I guess we'll take the easy stuff it tells me to, huh? Oh, we've still got okay, an extra cell over here. Yeah, that's true, Superbike Ben. When like some of the tech with combining different types of counting got very cool in Tamitsu. Now we're just flipping all the way around here. So we can get that. And we can also get whatever this is. Flippin' awesome, huh? What is that too? Okay. 2-1 situation gives us this and this. So, we don't actually know if it's how the twos stack there. Okay. Let's see, we can't strictly say on this 1-2 shift here. Like, it feels like both of these are, but yeah, there's still a few ways that could go. Let's see what else we've got here. Yeah, along the whole path, integer. Yep, exactly. And these ones with the kind of boxed in, the kind of half arrows pointing to the corners, they refer to exactly the 4 tiles at its corners. So this one's only pointing to these 2 here. Hey, Ricky Rio. So that's mine. Doesn't really do much for us, though. Got that. So there's one here and one on those 3. So that still doesn't fully clarify this one situation here. And that's a classic 1-3-1. Classic 1-2-1. Should just refer to everything as the classic blink. get the 1-1 overlap there. Good old 1-2. Oh, that doesn't actually connect, does it? I was like, could we, oh, does that mean we've already got this solved in some way and I'm just missing it? If nothing at the edge here is going to clarify further. Yeah, there it is. Okay. It does, in fact, mean exactly that. That is the last time. Oh, well, we've got 0, so I thought it. I was still. The count at the top right rolled over to update. Hey, Tiffany. Okay. This is probably still not gonna get like super tricky, which is good and bad. Like it is good in that there's no way to like draw on the board or anything, so it's good if it doesn't have like a big memory element to these shenanigans, but and so then these types are basically just orthogonal versions of these. So those refer to the diagonals. These are the 4 non-diagonal squares here. Okay, this can't be, because it this 2 doesn't update from it. Gives us a real foothold now. Unleash our armies onto the board. Good old 1 overlaps. Alright, there's that side. Let's do this in VR, huh? Seems like controlling it would just be tedious and annoying, but it might look cool. Does this do anything more? I mean, I guess it solves the rest of itself. Yeah, that's this is done. Okay. So utilize the old 2-1 situation. So only one of these, so this one. I mean, you just saw the movement there, Tiffany. That's the main 3D aspect that's interesting. Hey, Disney. It's always time to bring back the power glow. Okay, so that means this is safe from the two here. It's so bad. Alright. Appear over here with some zero action. So that means exactly one of these two are. And we know something about these three and the three on the other side? Definitely. Certainly one way to think of it. That's not entirely wrong. Like, the number here doesn't change, but like, that doesn't strictly give information, because it could be that, like, the mine situation on these 3 cells is the same as the 2 cells that just left. So it doesn't necessarily they mean they're all on the same side. I mean, it certainly makes it feel like there's 2 over here, there's 1 here, and there's 0 at all of these. But that is not strictly true. You know, there's 1 of these 3. And 2 of these. And then that's a 1 over there, yeah. So there's actually 2 on every set of these 3. So these 3 cells here are actually safe. Okay. Take those. That's based on this being a 1 when it's here. The number's caged. It's got countdown mode, Tiffany. That's why I bought it. So 1 of these. So that one has to be. And there's 1 of these, which also means 1 of those, but kind of who cares there. We've got 2 of these. That means there's 2 of these, though, which does matter a bit more. That means this has to be a mine, right? Should probably, yeah. Oh, oh, okay, those dots are, okay. They give you more on the harder level, so it's a difficulty count, and, I was just deciding to trust my memory. I was kind of curious what would happen if we, missed anyway. Now we know. Okay, so, what, was the actual facts of this? 1, 2, so we've got 1 here. We've got 1 there and 1 there, but we don't actually know if they overlap or not. I think that was the mistake I made. I already forgot which tile I pressed, to be fair. Oh, I was thinking that it only applied to these 2 because of the one down here, but that's not strictly true. Yes, okay. Get the 2-1 across from each other there. We've got the 1-1 overlap there. And the 1-1 overlap here. I mean, I guess we know that's going to change to a 2. We didn't know this was going to change to a 2, though. Okay, not quite a proper 2-1 situation there. It's kind of funny when you see all those zeros and there's like, wait, they're not zeros anymore. My zeros have left me. All right. The rest of this is probably pretty smooth, I imagine. Upside down ones, 2 OP. Hmm. We can rotate both directions. They are set levels, Kaius. They would be relevantly worse if not. This is gonna be pretty hard to picture well. It definitely feels like there's some amount of like, all right, let's just flip it this way and see what that shows us. Foothold acquired. Good chunk of progress there. I just straight up misclicked. Alright, well. Hey, Formal. Hope your trip continues to be enjoyable and delicious. That just seems like the correct response. Well, I do like food. Good old building ourselves a tree. The different directions of the numbers could be a little odd, certainly. Hey, Clevel. 34 mines. Okay. So when, okay. So we've got that number and that mine over here right now. That's 7 next to it. Yeah, how about that number? Okay, so there's 3 there and 2 there. And the rest of these are all mine, so that doesn't do anything for us there. We could change the numbers in question over here, I suppose. Just kind of toy with that a little bit. So that means this isn't a mine, right? Because that's the only number that's different. And that means the previous one was. Okay. Hey, Dabook. Yeah, Dabook. That, the rotation made there be more total mine. Well, it doesn't. Yeah, I guess if the number increases, it does mean more mines showed up, yes. But it could be the same number, and there could be, like, different mines that showed up and some that left, sort of thing. Like, that's definitely part of it to keep in mind. Like, this isn't terribly helpful now, by chance? No. I don't think so. Okay, so if that, it's the only thing that's changing, so therefore... There's like other stuff that's probably starting to tell us, but probably don't actually need to figure out the more complicated things we're being told. Easy peasy. Okay, so there's all of that junk. There we go. A little more there. And that makes another beachhead on the main piece up here. Yeah, Destiny, I mean, that kind of ties into the conversation about Sudoku variants a bit earlier too, right? Like, more complexity doesn't necessarily just mean harder, but the goal is that it means more interesting, hopefully. Or at least uniquely interesting, or some such, whatever you want to make your kind of arbitrary metric there be. Is that all that? That's what I thought. Okay. Alrighty. But yeah, I mean, like, things like Tamitsi play with that in a few different ways, right? Like, it has, for example, some levels that actively give you, like, just tons of information, but, like, all that extra information actually makes it harder to solve rather than easier, because they're just giving you a lot of information that doesn't matter, doesn't help you. You know, the TMI levels. So there's definitely a lot of, like, broadly, that's not, like, the best thing in puzzle design, but like it worked well there. Like, it was just, as long as it was like in moderation and you have like some expectation, because the levels just are obviously silly and are like, they're named TMI, so you understand that there are inherent red herrings, as it were. But yeah, it's time for a break, so let's do the break thing here, folks. But yeah, thanks for checking out Delete with me here. We'll be back in a few minutes and play some more. See you shortly. Oh, we could also vote for playlist or ambient. So let's do that. I'm gonna make up a poll before I leave. And I suppose I should also throw down those follow links and stuff there. But yeah, we'll be back shortly. See you soon, folks. Well, I was about to say these are often pretty close, and then we have a whole bunch of votes for playlists, so playlist it is. We are back. Gonna have overlapping music briefly here. There we go. You were outvoted, I'm afraid, Gevolt. Yeah, Cathartic, there's a clip of me getting attacked. We can do both at the same time. Perfect. Let's see. Okay, that means we want to turn up the in-game volume just a little bit, I think. Because the little bloops for doing stuff are now extremely quiet. Like, there's probably okay. So we've got this, and we've got these rotations over here, huh? And those cycle over here. Okay, so one of those is... that just means at least one of these three is. That doesn't mean a whole lot there. Shockingly, one of these is still. That's... Oh, okay, that means one of these is. So exactly one of these is, exactly one of these is... But that's hitting 4, so we don't actually know for sure on this versus this. Hey, Wuff! These are in different spots. We can, yeah, do things with that now. Now we got that. So 2 of those. And 1 of these 4, I suppose. So I guess we kind of want to build down over here and then back up is kind of what it looks like we're going to want to end up doing. Although can we get, we can find some way to get more info here, right? Yeah, no. Alright, there's probably something else I'm missing over here then. Like that. Yeah, we're missing that. Look, the way that I wanted to solve it would have been cooler. Just because it's not possible doesn't mean... Okay, so we know these 2 are both safe. Two of those 3 are. I think this one's safe, right? So no, one of those 2 is, and then that's still a 1 down here. Yeah, so this is safe. Pick up that one as well. Got a 2-1 situation that gives us a nice little explosion there. And everything is coming up Millhouse. all things are possible through the worst possible mechanic, darling. Oh. Since they were blue, I was trying to, like, drag this around in a circle or something. Since it pulled an achievement, I thought we were doing something different on this level. Are we? Doesn't seem like we are. Oh, they, okay. It blocks stuff, I guess. How's it going, man, dude? Thanks, as always. 85 freaking months? So we've got more discrete areas. Huh. That seems kinda weird to me. Like this seems like a make it harder by making the information harder to parse in a not interesting way. I'm not sure about this.
The fanfare ascends.
On this screen, Squirrely? Nothing on this screen should have been a guess. The one I clicked on blue at the beginning of the last one was an accidental guess, just because I was trying to do something that was not possible. Nice, man. Apparently I did, since Cathodic and Squirrely both think I did, but I was watching for that very specifically, so I guess it was on a number that wasn't one of the ones with the special restrictions. I know I was careful on the ones with the special restrictions, but I definitely might have missed it on one of the normal numbers. I think this down here is a mine, so can it? Oh, we've got these two. Okay, I was about to say that doesn't count. I think that means this and this have to be mines. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That wasn't guesswork. What do you mean, Destiny? We were using the total mine count left on the level. Because we knew there were, if you look at the top right, that shows how many mines are left. It's possible I missed a spot or something and then got lucky, but I think I counted all of them. I can't draw on this one, so there is Sabino. There is exactly that. Yes. No, not in this one instead. These are fixed levels. They aren't adjusting levels. Wait, why do you go over multiple different colors? What? Oh, really? Instant? Maybe. That's interesting if so. I didn't notice that. Sure. Like, this is messy and not good, I would describe this set as, especially since like the highlight isn't that great, right? Like, the cell on the right here is very hard to tell is one that counts in this group with the highlight. Okay. Hey, Tilly's. Yeah, this like bright, like glowy cyan here is a little silly. Okay, yeah, I don't need to check that instant you just checked. I could go back to the level again, but... just stuff. Yeah, it kind of looks like it's already highlighted. On like this side, it's fine. Yeah, the highlights on those are fine, but like look at this, they just all like the same. Yeah, I mean, it would also be probably pretty hard to reasonably track like guesses that were correct once you start adding enough complexity to the rule set. Because there's a lot of very complex and interesting logic you can apply once things start getting complex. As far as I know, there are no other settings other than swapping left and right click and adjusting the music and volume and stuff. Oh, we got the overlap of these ones. Okay, so we've got one there, and that means we've got one there, so these three are all safe. I'm like basically paranoid checking tiles now, because the minute I stop doing that, we're going to assume something connects over when it doesn't because of this color nonsense. Now, those are both safe now because of this one here. And then we know this is now safe. All right. Yeah, exactly. And so that's what I was thinking. Like, you could follow down just a convoluted guess and check line. Oh, there's gonna be colors on the other side now, huh? Well, that's rude. Yeah, but base Minesweeper has a lot simpler rule set. Like when we're talking about it auto-dunking you, it's in a far more, like, guessable state. Oh, there's not different colors on the other side. Maybe there is if we rotate it the other way, though. To be determined. No? Okay, we didn't even need the other rotate. What was the point of this? We just rotated once and just crunched it. Alright. Yeah, like, I do remember at least one time I just decided, alright, we're getting like, there's 25 mines left or something, and we're gonna figure out where those 25 mines are. Did we actually do it over 20? I feel like every time it was over 20, I'm like, no, this is stupid, let's not do this, but I'm not sure. That'll affect things when we flip around, I suppose. Biggest thing that'll slow me down from going like really fast is both my well, I guess there's two things, right? There's the paranoia that the game just gave me from mixing up the color nonsense, but there's the other thing that the controller is, of course, a little less precise than a normal mouse would be, so I'm trying to make sure I don't accidentally go past the cells I'm trying to click on. And, you know, read chat and stuff too, I suppose. So this is satisfying. We got buttons and rotators now. Oh, snap. Alright. And you are... okay, sure. I kind of feel like this is almost going to be most effective just like flipping stuff around, and it'll like be useful at some point. Although we're making a lot of progress by just kind of, yeah, like without even going willy-nilly. Figured we might have to go some more amount of willy and or nilly. Whee! Let's just push this button. It would be nice if the completed zeros were grayed out, but that's okay, I suppose. And I realize they aren't, like, necessarily completed forever, but still. I don't know if that's the only tile left. It is not the only tile left, okay. Sure, it's yeah. This would be pretty much madness if off-screen tiles counted. At the very minimum, it would have to like show those numbers in like a fancy way to indicate, hey, pay attention, there could be off-screen tiles here. Like, if that was just a base thing that I have to pay attention to on every puzzle, I would have already quit, I think. That would be so miserable. Cave story music is pretty awesome. Oh, you do. You're just the bottom here. Oh, you're gonna go back and forth? Oh no, there's another button. I was like, wait, what happens if the button goes away? No, okay, it's just right there. We get a new button. What was this one again? Oh yeah, just the top part. There's a full spin. Whee! A time loop Minesweeper puzzle game. It would. More power to you? Question mark. I do not think I would be enthusiastic about it. Wait, do these rotates on the left and right do the same effective thing? Or is there some difference there? But given these zeros, there's probably some difference there. It looked the same. Well, it should be the same, right? Yeah, I guess they just put them on both sides so you can click it on whatever side. Yeah, it depends if it has countdown mode. I guess it has countdown mode. The countdown mode is the timer counting down for the time. Oh no. Oh, okay, we know one of these two is. That's less helpful. I have Destiny. I did not like it very much. I'm afraid. Like, it was fine. Getting Totem Sky. I was hoping Outer Wilds would convince me that time loops weren't always bad, but time loops are always bad. That mechanic just does not work well for me at all. If Minute counts as a time loop game, I like Minute. That's, if the time loop is 60 seconds long, it works. But any game that people actually consider a time loop game, I have not liked. Yeah, it's definitely broadly a thing with game design. It is generally going to be better to design something that some people really hate and some people really love than something that a lot of people think is fine. Oh, wait, that's still next to 2. Link to the Past isn't a time loop game, but I also don't like Link to the Past. If we want to have some of my most controversial opinions here. There's no Zelda games I love, but I mean, I like Zelda 1 and Zelda 2 okay, and I enjoyed Ocarina of Time quite a bit when I played it. I don't know how much I would like it today, but I've got Ocarina of Time, Zelda 1, and Zelda 2 all rated a 7. And I haven't played Breath of the Wild and probably never will. But there's at least cool stuff happening in Breath of the Wild I appreciate, even if I have no idea how much I would have liked playing it, but just seeing the cool vistas is pretty awesome in that game. It's kind of like finding a new area in Minecraft that just looks sweet, and you're just kind of go out to explore to it, and it is awesome. That's just a really neat thing. So even that and the kind of dynamic encounters with creatively evolving responses to them and stuff, I think those things are really cool in Breath of the Wild, and I can appreciate that without having played it. Twilight Princess, so I played 2 hours of Twilight Princess, and it was still tutorial garbage 2 hours in, and climbing ladders was the slowest thing I have ever experienced in any game, and I stopped playing because it was miserable. That was my Twilight Princess experience. What's this one do? Okay, just the top. I mean, I'm also more, I don't know, sensitive to, tedious stuff like that than most people are. That is far less likely to bother the average player than me. Yeah, I mean, if we count Zelda likes, I also don't really like Zelda likes very much. I like plenty of stuff that ends up being kind of some of the same feel, but shit. Let's see what that looks like. There's no... Yeah, that's not gonna change meaningfully there. Oh, no, it does help this 3 though, right? Because this is still a 1 here? Yeah, okay. So we know this can't be a mine. Wait, do we know that? No. I'm extrapolating lies, I believe. Different kinds of lunchboxes. Yes, we have played Gnog. That was fairly recent. 2 months ago or something. Not even that, 1 month ago. It's okay. Not bad. Nothing too special, but it was worth playing. Yeah, no, I'm applying false logic. Okay. Let's stop doing that then. True logic. The logic bestowed upon me by the gods. Oh, okay, we can do this again. If you would like. We're coloring the feetsies now. Hey, iBot. Okay. Pony created this. This is one of the levels y'all missed in the first tutorial level. Overall opinion, yeah, it was fun. Enjoyable enough. It was too easy for my current skill set after Timothy experience. But, you know, still enjoyable enough to kind of just go through. It's a little fun with its rotational mechanics thing. If you want to play all of the Minesweeper games, this is the second one to play. Oh, but the countdown mode complicates things. Dang. Because I was thinking Hexel's 1, then this, then the rest of the Hexel series, then Temitsi. But then you're interrupted, like, then you get used to the glory of countdown mode, and then you go through the rest of Hexels without it, and then you're just crying tears of blood, and that's not great.